They were pulled from your life, weren't they? Snatched away in the most poetic, cruel way possible. And you wonder why. You wonder what the grand design is behind it all. But let me tell you, nothing is by chance. Every exit, every disappearance, every vanishing act, they were all orchestrated, carefully placed like pieces on a chessboard. Call it fate, call it God's hand, or call it the ruthless mechanics of the universe. It doesn't matter. They're gone because they had to go. Removed like a tumor before it could spread, before it could rot you from the inside. You may not have realized it in the moment, but they were bad for you, toxic even. Poison, wrapped in sweet promises and soft words, digging into your soul, slowly pulling you away from your path. They didn't come to heal, they came to wound. And when their purpose was fulfilled, when their damage was clear, something greater intervened. You were blind to it at first, weren't you? Too caught up in the illusion, too distracted by the comfort of their presence. But those higher forces, they saw what you didn't. They saw the rot before you could smell it, and they ripped it out before it consumed you whole. You didn't need them, though you thought you did. That's the irony, isn't it? You clung to them as if they were lifeboats, as if their presence in your life was the only thing keeping you from drowning. But in the end, they were the ones pushing your head under the water. And now that they're gone, now that the storm has passed, there's a strange sense of clarity. The fog is lifted, and you can see it now. They were never there to save you. They were the weight dragging you deeper. So God, if you want to call it that, did you a favor, a brutal, painful favor, but a favor nonetheless. Now, you're left with the aftermath, with the emptiness that follows their removal. But that emptiness, it's not a void to be feared. It's space. Space for you to fill with something real. Something that won't tear you apart from the inside. They had to be removed because you were destined for something greater, something they could never understand. They would have held you back, tethered you to their small, pathetic worlds, while you were meant to rise above. Their exit was the key to your elevation, the final piece that had to fall for you to climb higher. Think about it. They were never meant to stay. They were a lesson, a test, a reminder of what happens when you let the wrong people get too close, when you ignore the signs, when you cling to the familiar, even when it's poisoning you. God, or whatever force you believe in, removed them because they were corrupting your journey, steering you off course. You needed to feel their absence, needed to feel the cold sting of their removal, to understand what was at stake. They were bad for you, and you would have kept them around forever if something hadn't intervened. So now here you are, alone perhaps, but free. Free from their weight, their chains, their manipulations. You're standing in a space that used to be filled with their chaos, and it feels strange, doesn't it? Like a wound healing too fast. But give it time. That empty space is where your strength will grow, where your real self will rise from the ashes of what they tried to destroy. God removed them for a reason, because they didn't deserve to witness what comes next.